Welcome to another show. Today, we celebrate the life and career of Tina Turner. Tina Turner was born Anna Mae Bullock on November 26, 1939 and passed away May 24, 2023. She was widely referred to as the Queen of Rock and Roll. She rose to prominence as the lead singer of the Ike and Tina Turner Revue before launching a successful career as a solo performer. She was born in Brownsville, Tennessee, the youngest daughter of Floyd Richard Bullock and his wife Zelma Priscilla. The family lived in the nearby rural, unincorporated community of Nutbush, Tennessee, where her father worked as an overseer of the sharecroppers at Poindexter Farm on Highway 180. She later recalled picking cotton with her family at an early age. When she participated in the PBS series African American Lives 2 with Henry Louis Gates Jr., he shared her genealogical DNA test estimates and traced her family timeline.
Flat Grove was my... No.
So Benjamin Flagg sold his land below market value so that our people could have a school.
As a young girl, Turner sang in the church choir at Nutbush's Spring Hill Baptist Church. When she was 11, her mother Zelma ran off without warning, seeking freedom from her abusive relationship with Floyd by relocating to St. Louis in 1950. 2 years after her mother left the family, her father married another woman and moved to Detroit in 1952. Bullock and her sisters were sent to live with their maternal grandmother, Georgiana Curry, in Brownsville, Tennessee. She stated in her autobiography Ike Tina that her parents had not loved her and she wasn't wanted. As a teenager, Bullock worked as a domestic worker for the Henderson family. A self-professed tomboy, Bullock joined both the cheerleading squad and the female basketball team at Carver High School in Brownsville. When Bullock was 16, her grandmother died, so she went to live with her mother in St. Louis. She graduated from Sumner High School in 1958. After her graduation, Bullock worked as a nurse's aide at Barnes Jewish Hospital. She first saw Ike Turner perform with his band, the Kings of Rhythm, at the Manhattan Club in East St. Louis. Bullock was impressed by his talent, recalling that she almost went into a trance watching him play. She asked Turner to let her sing in his band despite the fact that few women had ever sung with him. Bullock was introduced to the public as Tina Turner with the single A Fool in Love in July 1960. It reached 2 on the Hot Randy B-Sides chart, 27 on the Billboard Hot 100.
He's got me smiling and I should be ashamed.
After the release of A Fool in Love, I created the Ike and Tina Turner Revue, which included the Kings of Rhythm and a girl group, the Ikettes, as backing vocalists. On the Warner Brothers label, they achieved their first charting album with Live, The Ike and Tina Turner Show, peaking at 8 on the Billboard Hot Randy BLP's chart in February 1965. Impressed by the duo's performance on the Big T&T show, Phil Spector was eager to produce Turner. They signed to Spector's Phil's label in April 1966. In November 1967, Turner became the first female artist and the first black artist to appear on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. In the fall of 1969, Ike and Tina Turner's profile in their home country was raised after opening for the Rolling Stones on their U.S. tour. They gained more exposure from performances on The Ed Sullivan Show, Playboy After Dark, and The Andy Williams Show.
Our show opens right now with the exciting Ike and Tina Turner Revue, and they are wonderful. So let's have a great end.
The duo released 2 albums in 1970, Come Together and Workin' Together. Their cover of I Want to Take You Higher peaked at number 34 on the Hot 100. The Come Together and Workin' Together albums marked a turning point in their careers in which they switched from their usual Randy B repertoire to incorporate more rock tunes such as Come Together, Honky Tonk Woman and Get Back. In early 1971, their cover of Creedence Clearwater Revival's Proud Mary became their biggest hit. The single reached number 4 on the Hot 100 and sold more than 1 million copies. In July 1971, their live album, What You Hear Is What You Get, was released. It was recorded at Carnegie Hall and became their first certified gold album. In 1974, Turner filmed the rock opera Tommy in London. She played the Acid Queen, a drug-addicted prostitute. Her performance was critically acclaimed. By the mid-1970s, Ike was heavily addicted to cocaine, which hindered his relationship with Turner. The Turners flew from Los Angeles to Dallas, where the Revue had a gig at the downtown Dallas Statler Hilton. They got into a physical altercation en route to the hotel. Shortly after arriving at the hotel, Turner fled from Ike with only 36 cents and a mobile card and hid at the Ramada Inn across the freeway. She filed for divorce on July 27, and it was finalized on March 29, 1978. In 1976 and 1977, Turner earned income by appearing on TV shows such as The Hollywood Squares, Donnie and Marie, The Sonny and Cher Show, and The Brady Bunch Hour. After a couple of albums flopped and saw no hit singles, in 1979, Australian manager Roger Davies agreed to manage Turner after seeing her perform at the Fairmont Hotel in San Francisco. Until 1983, Turner was considered a nostalgia act. In November 1983, she released her cover of Al Green's Let's Stay Together. The song peaked at number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100 and began a resurgence in her career. Multiple platinum-selling albums followed and brought us many top 10 hits until 1986, including What's Love Got to Do with It, Better Be Good to Me, Private Dancer, and Typical Male. She also collaborated with Bryan Adams on It's Only Love in 1985, which peaked at number 15. In 1985, she appeared in the third Mad Max movie Beyond Thunderdome and brought that film's theme song We Don't Need Another Hero to number 2 on the Hot 100. Her star began to wane after that, with most of her hits stalling outside the top 20. She did make it to number 15 in 1989 with The Best. Her songs, for the most part, didn't make the top 20 in the 90s, with the exception of I Don't Wanna Fight, which peaked at number 9. She appeared on film as herself in several movies from 1966 until 1971. Her biggest acting credit came in 1985's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, where she played Anti-Entity. She also had a bit part in the Arnold Schwarzenegger film The Last Action Hero as the mayor. In 1986, Turner met German music executive Erwin Bach, who was sent by her European record label to greet Turner at Dusseldorf Airport. Bach was over 16 years her junior. Initially friends, they began dating later that year. In July 2013, after a 27-year romantic relationship, they married in a civil ceremony on the banks of Lake Zurich in Küsnacht, Switzerland. Turner revealed in her 2018 memoir My Love Story that she had suffered multiple life-threatening illnesses. In 2013, 3 weeks after her wedding to Erwin Bach, she suffered a stroke and had to learn to walk again. In 2016, she was diagnosed with intestinal cancer. Turner opted for homeopathic remedies for her high blood pressure. This untreated high blood pressure resulted in damage to her kidneys and eventual kidney failure. Her chances of receiving a kidney were low, and she was urged to start dialysis. She considered assisted suicide and signed up to be a member of Exit, but Bach offered to donate a kidney for her transplant. Turner had kidney transplant surgery on April 7, 2017. On May 24, 2023, Turner died at her home in Küsnacht, Switzerland, aged 83, following a long illness, including cancer, strokes, and kidney failure in her final years. Goodbye, Queen of Rock and Roll, rest in peace. That was our show for today. What did you think? What was your favorite Tina Turner song? Did you prefer her career with Ike, or were you a bigger fan of her solo career? Let me know in the comments section below. And, while you're at it, why not subscribe to my channel, and check out my Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter franchise also in the comments section below. And, until next time, this is Andrew in for Kevin Given saying live long and prosper, may the force be with you and keep reaching for the stars.